There are many different types of ways in which farmers involved in the pig industry can raise and manage the production of their livestock. In Australia, all the piggeries are classified as intensive under any of the three recognised farming systems: indoor, outdoor and free range. There are no laws against any of the systems which could be used, but rather requirements or codes of practices that need to be met under the government. A sow stall is a metal crate that is 2 metres long and 60 centimetres wide that is used to house sows individually for part of or all 16 weeks of pregnancy. Stalls usually have concrete floors with a trench covered by a slate at the end for manure. Farrowing crates have a similar setup with a stall but has additional areas for piglets to move and are used when sows are lactating. The crates allow the farmer to safely assist with the birth process, but stalls only allow enough room for the sow to stand and take a short step forward or back. She is unable to turn around and is limited to any social interactions with her piglets and the performance of natural behaviours.
I made the decision to transition from farrowing crates to group housing primarily for the welfare of my pigs. I've noticed that my sows are much more relaxed during their process of farrowing and lactation, and unlike in farrowing crates, they have the room to move around and change positions in which they are sitting or lying. The piglets are more active and they seem to be learning behaviours from their mother. I do believe that this change was for the better. I recommend that all intensive piggeries make the change to group housing. Your sows and their piglets are better off. Your farm receives the classification of being stall-free, which raises the quality and the price of your meat. It's a win-win for everyone.
As a professional, I believe that group housing provides the best solution for sow welfare in current intensive systems. While outdoor or free range is perceived by the public as better than indoor systems, the health of the sow is paramount in our industry. They can be more easily monitored and supported in indoor systems. In group housing, sows can move and undertake natural nesting behaviour, and they can provide adequate care to their piglets. They are free to move in any way they choose, a liberty they are not afforded in farrowing crates. They will also have reduced injuries and greater comfort. In larger pens, the sows can carry out instinctual nesting behaviour in the pen substrate, reducing frustration and increasing enrichment of their lives, as has been found in research and case studies. The sow will have reduced stress over care of her piglets, as she will be able to see them and interact, positively influencing her life and improving her piglets' learning. We have found that there is no overall difference in levels of piglet mortality due to the reduced rates of stillbirths in open systems. Existing studies and research supports this evidence. Yes, I and many of my colleagues agree that if we are to move the pork industry forwards in terms of welfare and public perception, farmers must make the change to sow group housing in large pens, enabling them to experience a more naturalistic life with improved basic health and functioning and effective state.
I like to think of myself as a conscious buyer. I like to look into what it is that I'm actually buying, and it's sad that in today's society people look at a shelf and they buy the cheapest product they see with complete disregard as to what it is they're actually buying and what it means to buy those products. The sows that are kept in farrowing crates, they can barely interact with their piglets, let alone even turn around. And to think that just a couple of extra dollars can allow them to be in these grouped housing systems where they can interact with their piglets and move around, in my opinion, it's trivial that the change hasn't happened, and I strongly believe that something does need to happen, that we need to make a change.